Hello everybody, welcome to DBA 110 IO1 Database Concepts. I'm your instructor, John Branner, and I want to go over some topics with you today to help you with the course, get you started, and and hopefully it'll help you along your path in this particular course. Alright, so in this brief session today, we're going to talk about the textbook and quick start information. So this is going to be the down and dirty stuff, the stuff that you absolutely have to have right away to get going in the course, because time is of the essence in this 10-week course. And then in a separate section, I'm going to go ahead and review the syllabus so that you get some details about what's expected in the course. But we're going to go ahead and get you started with the down and dirty of it all. Alright, so the first thing about this course is the textbook. Okay, this is a picture of the text. The ISBN number is here. You can just plug that in to Cengage Brain or into Google or Amazon and see what you get for your for the replies, for the response. But the key is that you got to have this bundled package. It has to have the comprehensive loose leaf version and the access card for LMS integration. So some students have gotten the text and they already have or had the access card to SAM, which is fine. If you already had, like for example, you went to the CIS 110 or 111 and you were required to have that access to SAM, that may still be good through this semester. So you have to figure out how long that access is available. Some students have gotten into SAM just the other day and found that their access is still valid up through August 3rd or something like that, and the course actually ends on August 1st, which is convenient for them, and they could save a few bucks or sell that access code to another student, and that works fine as long as there isn't a class beyond that requires access to SAM. So for example, if you took a spreadsheet course after this one, you might still need that access to SAM. So you may want to hold on to the SAM access code if you already have a valid access code, and save it for later. Okay, so this is the text. There was a correction in the syllabus to update this ISBN, so I'm sure if you've tried to find it, if you went through the bookstore, you're fine. But if you're going to try and just look it up by the ISBN, this is the one you want to look up for tracking down this text. And I updated the syllabus so that this is accurate. Alright, should be good to go. The next thing is the quick start information. Okay, so we got the text out of the way. The first thing that you want to do for quick start information is enrollment verification. This has to get done. The enrollment verification, if you go into Blackboard, you're going to see off to the left, it's the third button down, enrollment verification. Simply click on it and then click on enrollment verification, and you're going to see all the students that have already done it, which is great that many of you have already done it, but the rest of you need to get this done. And essentially you just create a thread, answer some of the questions that were on the enrollment verification, and then that'll get you into the course. So essentially you're just introducing yourself to the course. This is your official entry into the class. If you don't get it done by Friday the 26th, you're going to be dropped from the class, and that's pretty important information there. So get that done right away, just the first thing to do. Alright, the next thing, you have to use Microsoft Edge. As much as I hate Edge, it's the only thing that works properly with SAM, at least for this course. So you could try Mozilla or Firefox or any of those, but the thing of it is is when you go to tests in SAM, when you take some of those tests, the other browsers will mess up your test scores, put it that way. So Edge is the only thing that works correctly, works properly with SAM. So use SAM, or use Edge rather, for all of your SAM coursework. Okay. All right. So the next thing, do not procrastinate. Do not procrastinate. I can't overemphasize it enough. This course is condensed in the summertime. It's 10 weeks. There is a lot of work to get done in this short amount of time. So in the first week, I put up a recommended schedule. All right, so it's a recommended schedule. You can do it any way you want to, but I'm telling you, if you get behind, it's going to be hard to catch up. So, and you'll see why here in a moment when I show you the modules. All right, so the recommendation here, I posted this for your convenience, is you look at it and see, okay, this week I should probably get done module 1 and 2, and then the holiday comes up, then the next week I should get done modules 3 and 4, and then the following week, etc., the way this goes. Okay, and then take that test, right in here. So let me take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at modules, and the modules are over here on the left. So the things to get done: first, enrollment verification, and get your book, get your enrollment verification, and then go to the modules. This is your quick start. So when you go to modules, this is the way it's broken down: sections 1, 2, and 3. All right, go to section 1, and then you'll have module 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so it goes to module 1, and you'll see that module 1 has 4 parts to it. Okay, and you start at the top and work your way down one at a time in that order, in that particular order. Don't try to do it any differently or in any other order, but go from the top down, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So these pathways, these are basically tutorials. So part 1 is you go in and you have this is how you put a record into a table, etc. And then you'll have somewhat of a testing part here in part 2. And all these modules are set up the exact same way. So keep in mind, when you go to this second part, it's going to look like a test, and it's a pass-fail assignment. So you'll earn credit for it, for completing it. It doesn't matter what you make on it, right, on that particular part. So it's completion for this SAM pathways that is going to count for your assignments. Okay, the second part is the bookwork. So in each of these modules, you're going to have a section of bookwork. So you're doing the SAM, you're working out of SAM, and then you're doing the module bookwork. Okay, so the bookwork, you're going to need the book. Okay, once you have the book, we're going to be working strictly out of the beige boxes or the beige sections of the book. And if you have any difficulties with that, send me an email, let me know. If you have if you have visual problems or anything like that, and you're not sure where the beige parts are, then just let me know in an email, and I'll help you out. But the thing of it is on these books, on the bookwork, you're going to start in the bookwork. In the first chapter, the book starts out with like opening Microsoft Access, and then saving it, and then reopening it, things like that. But at some point, as you're working through the bookwork, it's going to ask you to open a particular file, and the files that you need are going to be over here in the files button and files box over here on the left. So if I click on files, and we'll get back to the bookwork, there's a zip file here. Now you can go ahead and download it. Go ahead and open it up and see how this works. Okay, we'll let that download real quick. Okay, so I'm going to open it or open in a folder. Alright, so that's the way it's going to look. Alright, so now I have these downloads. It's in my downloads folder, right? And it's the access.zip. Now you must extract this, open this file, unzip it essentially. So you have to extract all and then browse to a location that you want to distract it to. Now for me, I'm just going to put it on the desktop and select that folder, the desktop folder. All right, and then extract it. Alright, so if I go back to the desktop, there's the data files. You just open it up and there's your files that you're going to need. For example, if you go into Access 1, Case 1, there's your Beauty to Go Microsoft Access file. So you'll get to that point. So when you start the bookwork, don't freak out or anything. You know, you're wondering, oh, I don't know how to do this, but just start into those beige boxes in the book and go step by step. And then when you get to a certain point, it asks you to look at or find a particular file. That's where the files are. So it's wherever you locate it on your computer. Okay, so let's go back to the modules in section 1, module 1. Alright, so we have the SAM path 2, the module bookwork, and the SAM project. Now the SAM project is in SAM, of course, and once you've completed all this stuff, then you go into the SAM project. Now this is a test essentially. So this is graded as pass or fail, but you have to score 90% or higher to receive credit, and you get 3 chances on it. Okay, so if you get 90%, if you score 90% or higher on this project, then you get 100% credit for it. Okay, if you score anything less than 90, then you get 0 credit for it. And that's an important thing to keep in mind when you're trying to get to it. So you're working through this particular module, you have to learn this material to get to be able to pass the SAM project portion of it, the test portion of it. So think about this for a minute. This is a SAM pathway 1, a SAM pathway 2, the book. This is going through the chapter, and the project. This is one module. All right. So if we look back at the recommended path, and I'm going to show you something else real quick. Each module is the same setup. Section 1, Module 2. Same setup. Path 1, Path 2, Bookwork, SAM. Just like that. Okay, Section 3. Module 9. SAM 1, SAM 2, Bookwork, Project. Okay, they're all the same, is the point. So consider how those 4 components, how long that's going to take. All right, now look at this schedule. We have to get all this work done, these 12 modules, by the end of the semester, and it's only 10 weeks. So first week, this module 1 right here has those 4 components to it. So does module 2, so does every other module. So that's a lot of work to get done in a single week. So you really need to plan your time accordingly. Now if you decided you're gonna blow it off or sandbag it or wait until the last minute, you're not gonna get all that work done in the last 2 weeks of the class or the last 3 or 4 weeks of the class. You've got to start on it now and continuously work on it throughout the semester. If you get it done early, great, that's fantastic. Just do it, get it done early, get it over with, get in, get out. All right, so that's the quick and dirty of it all. Let's see if there's anything else I want to tell you about. Let's see, start with the modules, plan it. All right, do it in order. Okay, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to stop this video now, and then I'm going to go through the syllabus. So this will be part 1, and then I'll post a link for it, and then give you the syllabus review.